Tolu's deepest desire was to become a mother. Despite being married to her loving husband, Ade, for several years, the couple remained childless. Tolu was heartbroken with each failed attempt. Her barren womb a constant reminder of her unfulfilled dreams. Her longing for a child grew so overwhelming that she began to withdraw from her friends, especially Yemi, who had just given birth to a bouncing baby boy. Every encounter with a mother and child stung her deeply. Tolu's isolation worsened until she met with Bimbo, her old friend. Bimbo introduced Tolu to her husband, Femi, during a casual gathering. As Tolu observed their happiness and learned they were expecting a child, something inside her snapped. She could no longer bear the burden of embarrassment. Desperation began to gnaw at her, leading her down a path she never thought she would take. Tolu's mind began to entertain a dangerous idea, one that could change her life forever. She convinced herself that her situation was unfair. Why did others around her conceive so easily while she remained barren? Bimbo's announcement of her second pregnancy was the final straw. Tolu's envy clouded her judgment, and she began plotting. Bimbo's husband, Femi, was a successful businessman with charm that caught Tolu's attention long ago. He and Bimbo seemed like the perfect couple, but Tolu started fantasizing about what her life would be like if she were Bimbo's shoes. Tolu convinced herself that she deserved a family more than anyone, and she began to act on her thoughts. She manipulated moments to be alone with Femi, building a secret bond between them. After weeks of covert meeting, Tolus finally seduced Femi into a secret marriage, using traditional custom and bribery. They kept their union hidden from Bimbo and the world. Femi, though married to Bimbo, was successful, lured by Tolu's promises of passion and power. In return, Tolu believed that marrying him was her only chance to finally become a mother. The secrecy threw them both at first. Tolu's heart pounded with excitement, convinced that his marriage was a divine solution to her barrenness. She kept the secret hidden even from the best friend, Bimbo, whom she betrayed in the worst way. But as the days passed, the weight of guilt began to grow inside Tolu, even as she hoped for the day she would carry Femi's child. For her, it was the price to pay for motherhood. Months passed, and Tolu's hope for pregnancy began to fade. Despite being married to Femi in secret, there was still no sign of a child. Tolu began to question if her action had brought her any closer to fulfilling her dream. What she thought would bring joy and motherhood now seemed to be hollow union. Femi, meanwhile, grew distant, spending more time with Bimbo and their two children. Tolu realized that she was not only childless but also trapped in a loveless marriage. Femi showed no signs of wanting to leave Bimbo, and the excitement of their secret marriage had faded. Guilt started to consume her, especially when she saw Bimbo happily living her life with Femi and their children. Tolu began to regret the choices she had made. It was too late to turn back. Tolu's world came crashing down one fateful afternoon when Bimbo called to share joyous news she had given birth to twins. The announcement struck Tolu like a thunderbolt. While her closest friend rejoiced, Tolu was left devastated. In a cruel twist of fate, Bimbo now had not just one but three children. while Tolu remained barren, despite a secret marriage to Femi. Tolu felt the weight of her regrets suffocating her. She had betrayed her friend and destroyed her own dignity. Yet, she had nothing to show for it. Every time she looked at herself in the mirror, the reflection of her despised her back. She wondered how she had let envy drive her to such a disastrous decision. Tolu could no longer hide her trauma. The realization that her plan had backfired ate away at her every day. Her marriage to Femi had brought her nothing but pain and isolation. Femi's affection for her waned, and he focused more on his responsibility to Bimbo and their children. Tolu was left with an ailm, her heart filled with loneliness. She started avoiding social gatherings, especially those involving Bimbo and her family. Seeing Bimbo's happiness reminded her of the life she had sacrificed. At night, Tolu often found herself crying alone, her dreams of motherhood shattered, her secret life hanging her like a ghost she couldn't escape. Tolu's guilt intensified to the point where she could barely look Bimbo in the eyes. Every conversation with her friend felt like a reminder of her betrayal. Bimbo, unaware of the secret, continued to treat Tolu with kindness, oblivious to the storm brewing within her. One evening, while visiting Bimbo's home, Tolu broke down in tears. The sight of Bimbo's twins filled her with sorrow. She envied her friend's joy, but at the same time, she knew that the fault lay in her own hands. The secret marriage had not only robbed her of her peace, but had turned into someone she no longer recognized. Tolu couldn't bear the weight of her guilt anymore. She confronted Femi, demanding that he end the marriage. Femi, however, was indifferent. He had no plans to leave Bimbo and had grown tired of the idle affair with Tolu. The passion that once existed between them had long fizzled out, and Femi had come to regret the secret union just as much as Tolu did. In a heated argument, Tolu confessed her regret and the deep sorrow she felt. Femi, too, realized the gravity of their actions. While he still loved Bimbo and his family, he understood that his affair with Tolu had only caused pain and division. Both agreed to part ways, but the damage had already been done. Tolu finally decided to confront the truth her action had been driven by selfishness and envy. And now she was paying the price. Her secret marriage had not solved her problem. It had only multiplied her sorrow. She realized she had made a terrible mistake by betraying Bimbo and marrying Femi out of desperation. Now, Tolu was left alone, childless, and with no one to confide in. She had not only lost her chance as motherhood, but also her friendships. Her regrets consumed her, and she felt trapped in the consequences of her decisions. There was no going back. The bitter truth was that her desire for a child had led her down a dark path, and now she had to live with the aftermath. After months of emotional turmoil, Tolu decided to seek redemption. She reached out to Bimbo, confessing the truth about her secret marriage to Femi. The confession was painful, and Bimbo was devastated by the betrayal. Though it would take time, Tolu hoped that one day Bimbo would forgive her. Tolu also sought to make peace with herself. She began focusing on healing and finding purpose beyond motherhood. She started volunteering at an orphanage, where she found solace in helping children in need. Though she would never have her own biological children, Tolu realized that there were other ways to experience the love and joy of motherhood. Slowly, hoping to create a better future from the ashes of our past.